All right, 17 minutes now before the top of the hour. An Army general's comments on Twitter are raising concerns about wokeness in the military again. Major General Patrick Donahoe tweeting a PSA to, quote, block and report the trolls and the disinformation tinfoil hat team. Really? And when a retired Marine questioned him about the impact of the military's lockdown policies, Donahoe tweeted at the university where the Marine is a student, quote, come get your boy. That retired Marine speaking out with a warning on the Ingram angle.
When you hear him spouting MSNBC talking points, that shows you the quality and the level of education and thought process that goes across all of the services. We have 906 admirals and generals in our military, and it's increasingly a bloated group and an ideologically similar group as well.
And he was talking about Hillsdale, come get your boy. Here to react, U.S. Senate candidate and retired U.S. Army Infantry Captain Sean Parnell. Captain, Sean, is this the military you left? Did something really change?
Brian, 10 years ago, this wouldn't have happened in the military, and I served under President Barack Obama back then. As to why this general decided to wade into the dumpster fire that is the Twitter debate to troll people that he's spent his life protecting is beyond me. It's certainly conduct unbecoming of an officer of his stature. And look, you know, when I was in the Army, we focused on the mission. We didn't really care what your politics were. We didn't care where you came from, what color your skin was, what God you worshiped, or how much money you made. We cared about the mission because a laser focus on the mission keeps people alive on the battlefield. And when this general is out there trolling people on Twitter, when his job, right, as the commanding general at Fort Benning, is to prepare the future leaders of the infantry and of the army, our tanks, for success on the battlefield, and he's out there on Twitter trolling people, he's not focused on the mission. And when our leaders are not focused on the mission, our soldiers won't be focused on the mission. And when soldiers aren't focused on the mission, people die. And so at the end of the day, I think, Brian, this is a real bad thing for our country, and all it does is drive a wedge between the American military and the people of our great country. You know, it's concerning.
Well, we don't have two hot wars anymore, so you can focus on maybe structure, and it does concern people about the Secretary of Defense and the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff seem to be focused on white supremacy or shaking up, they say, the problem within their military when maybe there is none there. Now, I know you run for Senate. You almost got your seat in Congress. Now, the big story today or this week is the infrastructure bill that's bipartisan in its construction if it goes and gets finished off and they get over their last hurdles. It's 90% done. And then there's the monster one where they're going to have no Republican support. They're just going to jam it through reconciliation. Do you think the Republicans should sign off on the bipartisan one and that knowing that they have no say in the partisan one?
Well, I think it's important to acknowledge that there is no bipartisan infrastructure bill. Why? Because Nancy Pelosi already said that bill was dead on arrival in the House unless she gets her $3.5 trillion spending bill. Now, Brian, we've already infused and spent trillions of dollars into our economy, and now they're proposing, Republicans and Democrats are proposing trillions more. Who's paying for that, number one? Number two, what have we gotten for the trillions of dollars of spending in our economy? 3 months of lackluster job growth and inflation, the likes of which this country hasn't seen since 2008. Who does inflation affect the most? It affects the middle class. It's a tax on everybody. It especially affects seniors and those on fixed incomes. So the Republicans should toughen up in Washington. They should walk from this deal and don't allow themselves to be manipulated by the likes of Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, and Joe Biden.
All right. It's Parnell for Senate. You want to get in there, and I'm sure you'll be on the Armed Services Committee if you do, and you'll be able to straighten things out, I hope. Sean Parnell, thanks so much.
Thanks, Brian.
You got it. Meanwhile,